Hello there, we're Paul and Carole Loves to Travel, and this is our Koh Samui, Thailand Diary Day 6, 2019.
It certainly is. You took a long time to
Well, I
say
just
that.
made sure I got it all in after the last
Yeah,
one.
so it's day 6 of our diary. We've been now here in Koh Samui for just, 2 weeks, isn't it, we've been here?
Yeah.
So, and we've been moving around the island. The last time we left you with episode 5, I don't know if you can hear that. Can you hear that noise?
Well, I don't know if they can hear that because
No.
they can't tell us, can
The
they?
insects around here, we're very rural, and there's the insects that are, I don't know, rubbing their back legs by the sounds of it. But anyway, back to us, and we've been moving around the island, and the last episode we left you, in episode 5, we were actually in Choeng Mon, which is on the east coast of the island. We've moved north now to a Big Buddha area, and a place called Lane, I think it's called, isn't it? Lane, near Choeng Mon. He doesn't know, his geography's not so good, but you know, well, you do know where you are.
All I know is we're sat in our room.
We are, so
that's
our
as
room.
accurate as I can be.
This
today.
is our third and final hotel, and it's called the Honey Tara Suites, which the reason I'm a bit confused about this, because there is another hotel in Choeng Mon called the same, the Honey Suites, isn't it? So not to be confused, this is a little bit more rural, but only literally a 10-minute drive into Choeng Mon, and you're right in the thick of it. And we really like it here, don't we? Because it's so rural, it's so Thai, it's got a fantastic pool area with a little slide, which we've had a lot of fun on, haven't we?
Yes.
And it's got a great bar area where there's a very happy owner that's been some good fun too. So we have done a tour of our room, and we will be showing you around the other rooms when we get back home on our YouTube channel, because our friend stayed in a suite, and that was lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah, really
this hotel does do, you can stay for one night, but it also does long-term rentals, so that's quite interesting to see, because it is a good spot, isn't it, to explore the island?
Yeah, it's very good. And this is the third one, as Carole said, but this has been the cheapest of the three by quite a distance, really.
Yeah.
It's about I think about £42 a night. So
yeah, it doesn't include breakfast, but there's literally a 7-Eleven down the bottom of the drive. Turn right, and it's just there. So we've been just getting ourselves little cakes and a bit of toast and whatever, haven't we? So it's been perfect. So that's the hotel. We thoroughly recommend it, and if we come back to this area, we'll definitely stay here again. But let's tell you a little bit about the Big Buddha area. Big Buddha, as it says, is a historic landmark in Koh Samui, and you see it actually when you're flying in, don't you, into the airport. We're only about 20 minutes away from the airport, so it's quite convenient for the last stop to get back to the airport to fly home. Now, the Big Buddha is a 12-metre statue that's surrounded by a lot of touristy shops and stuff, isn't it?
12 metres?
It is 12 metres.
Where did you find that from?
Well, I do a little bit of reading now. I do my research, and then I let you know.
It's
But yeah,
12
it
metres,
is 12 metres. It's huge, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you walk up to it. You've got to be mobile. There's a lot of steps to get up there. But when you get up there, the views around Boput and over to Lane are lovely, aren't they?
Yeah,
it's worth a visit. But do remember that it's a religious temple, so you have to be respectful. So make sure that you do wear appropriate dress, and make sure your shoulders are covered and you're not, showing a lot of flesh. So they do have little dressing gowns and scarves.
It's sort of like kimono-y, housecoaty thing. So if you are there in a vest, you can just slip this thing on just to cover your arms, which is...
But just need to be respectful. That's like with everywhere you go in the world, you should be respectful when you...
Always respect the local culture.
Exactly, and that's really, really important. So, Big Buddha's somewhere here, and then you can walk all the way around to Bangrak, which has got some good restaurants and bars, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And also to Choeng Mon, which is a lovely little, smaller, not mad like sort of Lamai and Choeng. It's a very, very nice resort, a beautiful beach, which just has some lovely, lovely sunsets. A few bars on the beach, you can enjoy that. A bit of shopping as well here, isn't there? And we've had 2 fantastic meals so far, haven't we? One at the long table, and the other one at Garland, wasn't it called?
Garland, yeah. I mean, Choeng Mon, to be fair, is more the main, say the main street. There's only really one street, but it's more restaurant orientated than bar orientated.
But there are a few bars.
There's a few bars, but if you can't find something to eat in Choeng Mon, you're never gonna find
very good. Fantastic meal we had last night, wasn't it? Norm had that spectacular fish. We had this sticky porky dish, I can't remember the name of it, but we also had our papaya salad, which blew our heads off. But the flavours, Thai food is just It's just a flavour sensation, isn't it?
Oh yes.
So that's Choeng Mon, and you can get to Bangrak. You can also we'll put links to Navigo because that's the taxis that we've used throughout our stay here because you do save money. And we also had a day where we went back into Fisherman's Village, which we've been before, but that's really a nice part of the island. Quite upmarket, very French, a little bit more expensive, but lovely views over to Koh Phangan in Fisherman's Village. So that's about it really for this area. We did find that, just for information, if you are in Playlem, we did find it's a very 5-star hotel just down the road called Tide. So if you are staying there, you can walk there, and if you buy a beer or a coffee or whatever, you can use their infinity pool, and it was perfect, wasn't it, on the beach? It was beautiful. Beers aren't cheap. I can't remember how much. Was it 150?
It's because it doesn't happen often, but at a few places you'll get a menu and it'll have a price, but then right at the bottom is what they call, if you live here, plus.
Yeah.
So it would be, say, 120 baht for a beer, which is already quite expensive, but then it's plus, and you will have a service tax
and another tax,
and then like a local government tax.
Yeah.
So 140 becomes like 160.
Yeah.
So it's always worth looking out for that as well. But the Tides place, it is expensive, but it's worth going down there to have a couple of drinks just to enjoy the scenery. They got beautiful, almost like double beds with a mattress on to lie on. And it's definitely worth spending a couple of hours down there.
It is. The only thing we did see on the beach, and I noticed, which we weren't aware of, is that the box jellyfish, wasn't there?
Yeah,
don't go in the water in Playlem on that beach there. It's a sort of a fisherman's beach more than a tourist beach, isn't it? But so just be aware of that. And we haven't seen that on any of the other beaches. So we didn't obviously go in the water, but we had that lovely pool at Tides to go into. But no, so that's a good spot to walk down. There are a few restaurants. In fact, when we came back to Choeng Mon, we said we must go to Mama Dang's, because last year when we were here we stayed in Samui Immaculate, which was a walk up from the beach, wasn't it? Not too far. And Paul, as you probably, if you've been following us, you know he loves his tempura prawns, and he had the best prawns last year there, didn't you?
Yeah.
Anyway, we walked down the road here, 7-Eleven, found a little restaurant, and we looked and thought, Mama Dang's, wonder if it's extended and maybe this is a sister restaurant. But actually it was the same lady. She'd have had to move for, I can't remember the reason that she said, I think the rent, etc., wasn't it? But she's moved to this area, and so you had this best prawns again on the island.
Very, very good.
And very, very good. And very, very cheap, wasn't it, her restaurant? So that's another tip. Get to Mama Dang's just down the road from here if you are staying. We've also met it was lovely last night. We caught up with Julie and Mark, some friends that we've made over the years of our visits to Koh Samui, and it was lovely to catch up with them last night. We had a few beers with them at the Orange Peel Ice Bar. We didn't
see any ice.
No, we did in the drinks.
But it's called the Orange Peel Ice Bar.
Very reasonable drinks.
2 beers for 100 baht.
Yeah, so that's excellent.
Can't go wrong.
So if you're watching Mark and Julie, it was lovely to catch up with you. We'll hopefully see you soon. So Choeng Mon, we like it, this area, don't we? We like the north of the island. It's just got that more rural Thai feel to it, hasn't it? Anything else to say, really? The only disappointing thing is, tip if you're watching as well, we came to your restaurant twice to see if you were there, because it would have been lovely to catch up with you, but you were closed, so you're obviously off for a few days.
On holiday.
On holiday again, no. So, but that's another, if you are in Bangrak, got to say, go to All My Family Restaurant, which is right opposite Bangrak Pier. Fantastic food with Tip and her sister, who are just delightful, aren't they? But unfortunately we didn't catch up with you this time. And if you do want a bit of Western food, we did walk down, because we got fond memories of going to the office where we met some lovely people over the years, haven't we, that are no longer here on the island. So we thought we'd go and reminisce, and it's now called the Dog House, owned by a guy actually from our hometown in Gloucester. And we did have some fantastic ribs, and it was Rib Thursday, wasn't it?
It was.
So we had some fantastic ribs there, which were very reasonable, but so
really nice. Yeah.
So there's lots of things to do at this part of the island to explore. Unfortunately, it's our last day, and we're really sad about that. We're flying home later tonight. So we're going to sign off now, make the most of the last afternoon that we've got, and get back in that lovely pool and probably have a few more slides. So thanks ever so much for watching.
I'm
and
off to Mama Dang's for some more prawns.
yes, Mama Dangs as well before we go to the airport. So thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you soon.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye bye.
Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. And if you want more information about Koh Samui, ring that bell. Thanks.